If it was my house and I had the extra money to spend and I thought it would be a good idea, would I do it just to be safe? Sure. Wouldn't hurt anything. It's not going to hurt it. It's just going to be spending some more money for peace of mind. Sometimes what we do may not be needed ever. That it's maybe thinking a little too overly cautious, but sleeping good at night for me is important too. So peace of mind is actually has a lot of value to me.
What do you feel about if you had a surge protection at your main panel and then you put one on your sub too? Do you think that's redundant?
Grounding to me is something that I feel is necessary to be redundant. It's the most important safety factor portion of your electrical system. So if you're talking surge protection, sure, if he catches that surge coming in, a good surge protector rated for what you might experience in your home, in your area, and we're not in an area where we get a lot of lightning, but I have seen probably in the course of the last 30 years, I would say maybe 3 houses that were struck by lightning and the damage that it did to the electrical system. Very costly. Now, sure, 30 years ago, they didn't have full surge protection. Today, it's required on every home. Question, would I think if you had a house that has a main service panel and you had an interior sub panel somewhere, would it be beneficial to put it at both? Again, just my gut on this, no technical, no looking up, no Googling. I would say it wouldn't hurt. I think it probably could just be another level of protection the way the surge protector works. It takes that surge and redirects it before it gets to the equipment. Now, in theory, the one at your main panel should protect everything that's tied to your sub panel because it stops it there. Let's say you had a big surge and that, surge protection will go out with a big enough surge. I've had that happen, but it did its job. You have another surge, you have a surge protector downline protecting maybe other,
because nothing lasts forever, right?
There's just different people, the way they think. Like I say, my way of thinking, I'm very redundant the way I think. Some people say, oh, I have it here in my panel and it's fine, and you're perfectly correct. And that's saying that. If it was my house and I had the extra money to spend and I thought it would be a good idea, would I do it just to be safe? Sure. Wouldn't hurt anything. It's not going to hurt it. It's just going to be spending some more money for peace of mind. Sometimes what we do may not be needed ever. That it's maybe thinking a little too overly cautious, but sleeping good at night for me is important too. So peace of mind is actually has a lot of value to me.
That's actually what I did when my wife started working from home. When she took over my garage after the whole COVID thing, and she still works from home. And she's got a pretty good expensive equipment. So when she took over the garage and, I had circuits for her in the garage for all of her equipment and all that stuff. And we did UPS, which is another line of defense on surges and anything too. But I actually installed an additional whole house surge protection at the sub panel itself. She has probably around $20,000, maybe $30,000 worth of company equipment at the house. Sure, the company will pay for it, but the thing is, do you really want to wake up in the morning, or your wife wakes up in the morning, goes out and goes to work and go, babe, nothing's turning on or something's not working, So it's kind of a redundant thing for me. I always love redundant.
Nothing happens or fails at a convenient time. Since we're selling our house, we've had simple things just go wrong.
Yeah.
In our ADU, the air conditioner went out. In our house, air conditioner went out. Our water heater went out. And then it happens when it gets hot, or you get up and get ready to take a shower, you have no hot water. Nothing happens at a good time. Now, our water heater's my own fault. It's an original water heater. It's been in the house since I bought it. I knew we were on borrowed time on it, and I actually have a new one in the garage I was going to put in already. I just never did it. I got up one morning, as soon as we put the house on the market. The next day, I get up to jump in the shower, and I have no water. I have no hot water. I'm like, oh gosh, I bet this isn't the start of everything that's on the house right now is going to break because it knows we're leaving,
Yeah.
But, yeah, you're right, though, and it's an electric water heater. So the new one that we got is a smarter water heater. It's a heat pump water heater, very efficient. They do have electronics in it. They're smart. Definitely going to put a surge protector on. The in-house would put that in.
Speaking of the levels of surge protection, EV vehicles have what's known as a level 4. That's a surge protection built into it. So when you go and you plug up at your house, are you really going to go, hey, I'm going to rely on that surge protection in that car to not fail? Or are you going to have a redundant at your panel?
It would be interesting. I have a feeling that the equipment, the level 4 surge that's built in those equipments, again, we should look it up. I knew they had some protection in them, but I didn't know they had. I don't know how much protection, like how many joules does it handle? It
depends on the manufacturer too, the different ones, Honda, Toyota, and all that.
Like some of these pieces of equipment like EV chargers, they will put something very minimal in them to be able to market it with this stage or level 4 surge protection. So it makes you feel better about buying it. So, hey, it's got a level 4 surge protector in it, but how good is it? What is it rated to protect against? Will it protect against a drown out? Will hit your transformer blew in the neighborhood and you got a tremendous spike, or a storm knocks some power lines down and they slap together and you had a huge spike? Would it protect about that? Protect your your charger from that type of surge or protection?
I actually looked it up accidentally. I was just looking up the different levels of surge. I was like, what the heck is a level 4? So is the greater the number, the less of a protection it has?
One is your plug strip, Belkin type plug strip. Level 2 is your whole home surge protection. Level 3 is mainly used for equipment and more of a commercial application, if I'm correct. We use level 1 and level 2 primarily in residential applications. So I don't really have a lot of knowledge on the level 3s. 4, I don't think it's any greater. I think it's just another level that they're putting on appliances and products now. Yeah, just to help protect them because of the appliances, shortening the lifespan of them due to just irregular spikes and dirty power coming from the grid.
Yeah.
Now our grids are pretty overloaded. There's a lot of stuff going on these grids now, so it's not totally clean power, but we're upgrading all of our appliances into all the homes being built now with equipment that needs clean power. Hence, today's code is to have a surge protector on all homes. When we bought our house back in 2003, it had a pole-mounted floodlight on it that was ran from the utility company that the previous owner just paid a monthly. I think it was $30 a month, which was a lot of money just to have a light on a pole. It's a power pole that's on the property that has a photo cell mercury vapor type light on it. It was convenient. I never thought about it, and I saw the bill. It just got transferred to our bill because it gets drawn from it's before it comes to our meter. So it's drawn from the front pole. So they just charge you a flat rate for running the light all the time. It was very convenient.
I need to look that up because I got one on my property.
We were paying for it, and I decided, well, let's just pay for it. Well, the thing went out. It was out for 10 years. I'm paying $30 a month for a light that doesn't work.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know it wasn't working. And so my wife and I were just going over our bills, so we started looking into it. Like, we're still paying this. This light hasn't worked for 10 years. 10 years at $30 a month. That's $360 a year times $360 a year times 10 years. That's an expensive payment that you're making for something that really stopped working. So on a surge protector for a fee like that, are they monitoring it? They probably do have a way to monitor to make sure it's working fine. I don't know if it's a good or bad idea or not. I always like owning my stuff. It's just who I am instead of renting it. I like to own it. When it breaks, I'll replace it, because usually it gives me an opportunity to upgrade it at that time. Yeah, that's just me. That's the type of buyer I am.
Yeah.
Gives me a choice to pick the one that I want.